colors are amazing. All right, so let's get into this moon in Sagittarius. Here we have second house, owning. What are you owning at this time? What will you own? How will you own it? What owns you? What have you disowned? Who have you disowned? Who's disowned you? Values. Subconscious standards. All right, the moon in Sagittarius, fire, of course. It is a sextile to all the Aquarius energy we have going on right now. So, but it's going to conjunct the South Node if it haven't already. So just be mindful and aware of old patterns that take you places that you didn't want to go, so you can reinvent where you go now, with the North Node being in Gemini, familiar territory. Okay, so let's reinventing the familiar is way easier right now than reinventing something from a far distant place. It's okay to have dreams and aspirations that take you somewhere you haven't been before, but be careful and be wise about, how you perceive, Sagittarius, your experiences from the past and how you let them affect you. So the first card we have here in the underlying position is Aries, I am. So with Aries, I am, it's a 13, which is a 4. So we're building our identity. Let's look here. Okay. I'm not going to take those. Let's see. Aries, I am. Ooh. First of all, this is powerful as fuck. And it's in the best way possible. It's nothing negative about this card at all. A lot of people get scared when it comes to this card. But there really isn't a reason to be nervous or afraid when the devil comes out. This is basically asking, like, are you afraid to be yourself? Are you tied to things that make you feel like you can't be yourself? Or are you finally freeing yourself up from thoughts, ideas in the physical realm that's held you back from being able to be your true identity? And because it's the devil, Capricorn, Saturn, Capricorn energy, it's a 15, which is a 6. So, and today is Saturday, 6th day of the week. So, 6th day of the week. So, we want to, again, be mindful of our experiences, because that will allow us to look at attachments that we have here in this physical realm, because that's what this represents, the physical world, matter, the 3D. What are we allowing ourselves to be stuck with or stuck by? Because when the moon goes into Capricorn, it's going to be in your face once and for all, for you to cut it off, because it's a dark moon, a balsamic phase moon, before we go into the new moon, Aquarius. So at the bottom, we have the 3 of Cups. So that has to do with reconciliations, of course, meeting with other people, third-party situations, groups, At the bottom, we have following that the Ace of Cups. So altogether, that's 4 cups. So it's like with the Page of Pentacles, it's like, are you considering, doing something, or reconsidering rather, because Mercury is retrograde. Group activities based on this. Do you feel free or do you feel chained up? That's basically the best way I could put it. So in the position where what we should not do or be more attentive to is Venus, love. It's such a pretty card. I love the colors of all these cards, honestly, that came out. It's like rainbow colory-ish altogether. But we got Venus with another 4, love. So we're building appreciation, value for where we are now. Saturn and Venus are in conjunct at the moment. 9 of Wands, the wounded healer. This also has to do with being ready. Are you ready to build what you love? Are you ready to manifest? Are you ready to manifest? Are you ready to attract? Sagittarius energy right here. We also want to be mindful of what we loved about our old experiences in the past, because they can come and trip us up and make us see a perspective about ourselves that used to be who we are, but no longer who we are at this point in time. And that could cause us to have fear over being our true, independent selves. And, attachments could make us feel like, well, maybe I should hold back. No, you should just get ready. Move forward. Now, because the 9 of Wands is Sagittarius energy as well, and that's where the moon is, with the sextile here, it will sextile Venus as well, Venus in Aquarius. So we have an opportunity yet again to look at our relationships differently. The Peace Dealer spoke about how Saturn and Venus had conjunct in Sagittarius and what that did to the collective, and how this conjunction with Saturn and Venus starts a new cycle. So with the South Node again being in Sagittarius, that energy of the past is coming to a full end right now, so we can start something new. So when you're moving into that new arena or that new space, you get to move into that new direction with your mind's eye open to the possibilities that lie before you, being true to yourself to attract what's true to you. And you don't have to be too on guard, because when you are true to yourself, you will attract things that are true to you. And it ultimately protects you from situations, people, places, things, circumstances, ideas that help you to heal, so you don't have to be so guarded anymore. So the next card we have here is Saturn, Truth. I like these colors too. The number 6. Like I said, today is Saturn Day. So, and at the bottom here, we have the 6 of Swords. So, yeah, we're definitely moving away from one reality into another. We're moving away, into something new. Some new experiences with other people, other folks, whatever, what have you. So, let's look at the Saturn Truth. This is something that we want to act on or give our attention to. The truth. So, if you find that with Aries being in Taurus right now, with Mars being in Taurus right now, Chiron is in Aries. There is some healing to our identity. We are healing the identity that we used to have, that has affected how we use the drive that we have in our life. Because Aries is a driving, a spark. How you create your spark within yourself has a lot to do with how you think and feel about yourself, as well as shows you how you will perform in, your outer environment. Are you attached? Will you perform in an attached way, or will you allow yourself to be yourself freely without feeling like you have to walk on eggshells, basically? So the truth of the matter is, Saturn is sextiling Chiron. Will definitely be sextiling, of course, during the new moon in Aquarius as well. So that gives us an opportunity to be honest about how we even took part in hurting our own self or picking at our own wounds when we really didn't have to. We just needed to let it go and leave it alone and let it heal. So what truth? Yeah, we got the Five of Cups here. Scorpio energy. So we often talk about how, the Three Cups that spilled. And we just seen the Three of Cups at the bottom with the other cards. So now that those Three Cups have spilled, there's two more behind you. But allow yourself to grieve any situation where change has happened. Because there's so much Aquarius energy, change is going to happen very, very fast, almost too fast. So you want to allow yourself to have a moment of silence, have a moment of grieving, have a moment of realization about how you truly felt about something, regardless of how big or small it is. So that when you walk away, Scorpio, when you walk away, you walk away. There is no coming back. You can completely transform out of this situation into your Two of Cups. And that's the truth you got to know. Whenever we distance ourselves from things that are no longer serving us, I've said this before, where we can feel hesitation of letting something go, but it's just time to let it go and move on to the new, world that is meant for us. And we don't have to be super guarded. We don't have to be afraid. We just need to allow ourselves to forgive ourselves from, essentially hurting ourselves, because we are responsible for how things turn out. The wheel of fortune is spinning. So we're still responsible. That's the truth with Saturn that we need to also remember, is that we're responsible for what happens in our life, good and bad to us. And good and bad is only perception, Sagittarius. So what may seem like a bad or a good idea to you might seem like the opposite to someone else, or vice versa. Just as long as you know that, whatever you make peace with, that's your truth, that you don't have to explain to anybody. Because Saturn, Capricorn energy, they don't have to explain shit to nobody. They don't feel compelled to explain anything to anyone either, because it's just, they just live in their truth. And that squares to Aries energy, that Cap and Aries square, because, Aries, the fire, you see them live their truth, where Capricorn is so reserved. They hold so much in, as far as emotions is concerned. Because the earth is able to hold moisture, Capricorn is able, all earth signs really are able to hold in their emotions and feel them without always expressing them. But, sometimes we do have to allow ourselves to express the truth of how we feel pained, or where the pain has actually came from, or how it was stimulated, or it triggered us into a new path. And we might not want to share all that information because we might be worried about how we may look. We might be thinking about someone else's opinion about the decision we made. And I am someone who has definitely been someone who's held back how I felt or thought about situations, just because I just didn't feel like getting into it and having a possible argument. But, sometimes that is the best, advice to, allow things to be and just, chill. And then other times you need to speak up, and it might hurt you. It might even hurt the other person, but being honest and telling the truth is about you showing your integrity as a person. And that's something that is the utmost respectful and the biggest protection you'll ever have over yourself, is just to be transparent, be honest. And you don't have to go into certain details, Scorpio energy, like certain stuff you're not obligated to share. It may seem secretive, but it's not. It's just your truth, and you can voice that however you may. But, things are turning. The wheel is still spinning. These are all fixed signs on this card. So, something new is going to turn up. So the outcome card here is the moon, soul, the number 2. So this is about, being in cooperation, creating peace, harmony between, your light and your dark. And the divine wants us all to understand that, the true beauty is something that is unseen. It's the dark. That's where true beauty lies, in the dark. It doesn't lie in the light for everyone to see, so everyone can be aware of it. True beauty, true value is not seen in the light. It's seen in the dark. That's why, the phrase, if you know, is so potent. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. Like, that's about, emphasizing the divine feminine nature, the divine feminine's, energy, the darkness, the unknown, the soul. Something you can sense but you can't see. That has real value, more than what other people see that they think you have. Because people will think you don't have anything. People will think that, you just out here, just doing whatever. No plan, no alignments. People who don't know you will assume the worst about you. They will call you the literal devil. All the while, you over here trying to put yourself together to figure out how to resolve your inner issues and love yourself better after being hurt time and time and time and time and time and time again, and then some more. They don't know that. They thought this was some type of like easy thing for you to do, but the whole time this is what you're going through on the inside. That's the truth. And yes, everybody experiences this, but that doesn't mean that we still don't have moments of misunderstandings and miscommunications either. So when it comes to this, your soul knows what you've been through. The divine knows the journey that you've taken. And only those who strive to be in balance, harmony, peace with their light in their dark selves, they're the ones who benefit the most when change comes. All right, so let's look at the soul. Let's clarify the soul card. And we got the Ace of Cups. You don't have to choose between others and yourself. You always choose yourself. Always, always choose yourself. Your Ace of Cups. Choose you. Choose yourself. And it's not to be selfish. It's not to be an asshole or a bitch. It's not in that type of spectrum. Only people who are thinking from this standpoint will take you choosing yourself and handling your business as something that's a problem. Only people who are coming from this place will understand that you've been through a lot and you deserve to take care of yourself the way you see fit, not someone else see fit, because other people can't take care of you the way you do. Okay, and at the bottom, we have the Five of Pentacles. We need to, move out of the lack mentality and start living in our true worth. Like, seriously. Get out of the lack mentality. Cut that bullshit out. And start thinking more abundantly. Start learning from your experiences that you've already had. Start being reconnected to the divine. Your light and dark self right here. Your light and dark self right here are working together with the divine, the great spirit, God, universal source. They're working with this to create 5 change within you so you can prosper. And if everybody is on an individual prosperous road, what is this for? Who's going to be in this energy? We're getting rid of this type of mentality, this type of energy. Where you feel like, I can't do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. This is a lie. Nothing in this world we're absolutely attached to other than ourselves. Don't be confused. Just keep, I want to say grinding, because time is of the essence. And this is about building your foundation, working hard to build a good foundation of stability for you to keep moving and keep going. Good karma. That's what you need to be doing your best to work on. Yes, there'll always be houses, there'll always be cars, there'll always be vacations, there will always be physical shit. This will always be in existence as long as people pay attention to it. When you don't give this energy attention, it goes away. That's what the whole story of the 3 temptations about Jesus was. When you ignore this energy and you stand in your truth and you ignore this energy, it leaves you alone. And things happen where this energy comes back around. The moon goes into Capricorn every month. But even with the moon in Sag right now, we get an opportunity to see what it is that we truly want, to attract and to give to. Because Venus is about giving and receiving. And we have some, we've been hurt regarding giving and receiving, but it doesn't mean that we can't heal. So take this, these moon cycles prior to the new start to allow yourself to grieve and really get a full view of all the experiences you've had thus far and make peace with it. Because there is a new moon coming that's going to heal all of that. Just be open to receive it. All right, what advice do we have for this moon in Sag? Moon, Sag. I saw endless abundance and serendipity. Right, being in the right place at the right time. What message you got for us? Okay, this was too much. I'll just take these 2. So we have endless abundance again. Know this is you. No matter what you physically have going on in your life, this is you. This is all of us. Okay? We just have to be aware that we are worth it and we're able to receive it. I am worthy and receptive to utilizing, attracting, as well as equally giving the endless abundance that resides in me through the divine power. All right, so that concludes the reading for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, or watching rather. If you pick this up later, the energy is still the same. Readings are timeless. Enjoy your Saturn day. Today is a day to, take care of all your responsibilities that you didn't get to do during the week, especially after, indulging on a Friday because it's Venus Day. Yeah, it's going to be a good weekend. Some heavy energy is coming up when the moon, especially when the moon comes over Pluto, but we'll talk about that come moon in Capricorn. So enjoy the rest of your beautiful day. Love you. Peace.